Hello, this is Noel Camilotes for Centertainment Media, and this is ChatterBox.
Am I starting?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. All right. So, what is your cosplay lineup for this weekend at Anime Magic?
Well, my cosplay. Well, tomorrow is the masquerade, and I didn't know if I was going to be hosting. So, because I did, I looked at the list and I was like, okay, maybe I should wear a gown. Usually, for shows, depending on the show, I'll either judge and host. So they usually have me sometimes doing both, which is kind of crazy. But this time I'm just judging. But I did bring a gown, just a regular gown. And then on Sunday I have a virtual fighter cosplay that I made recently. Yeah. So yeah.
Who were some of the favorite characters that you had growing up that you wished you were, you were looking forward to cosplaying?
Oh, this will age me. I love talking about it. But my favorite, you're talking about like my favorite characters?
Yes.
Jem and the Holograms. I love Jem, the Misfits. I'm an 80s kid, early 80s. So like any Voltron, Go Lion, they're my heroes. Like people always ask me, oh, why do you like robots? Why do you like mecha so much? Because that's all we had in the 80s. We had Transformers, we had Go Lion, we had some super robots all over the place, But I really love Jem and the Holograms. G.I. Joe did teach me a lot when I was growing up. I didn't have a favorite. Well, I did have a favorite, Scarlet. Love Scarlet. And then heroes. You're talking about heroes, right? He-Man definitely was my hero too. Loved He-Man. His toys were hilarious. That like torso that just clicked back. It was so weird. And then the Battle Damage He-Man. Do you remember that one with the flip? Ronald McDonald. He was also my hero. Are you talking about anime?
Anything.
I remember the 80s very vividly, because we didn't have the internet. So everything in the 80s I remember more. Because in the 90s when they started introducing like Zynga and LiveJournal and MySpace, I was like, I guess I'll go online now. But I remember everything pretty vividly when I was growing up in the 80s. So yeah, like G.I. Joe, they taught me like things, I guess, every week. But Jem and the Holograms were also, I love music. So, watching her. Rainbow Bright was also another that I grew up with. There's too many. All the 80s stuff. Yeah. That answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. What cosplay are you most proud of that you've made?
I could say the one that took me the longest, and it would be the Unicorn Gundam. That took me 850 hours, and I had no life. All I did was cut Sintra, which is a plastic, and piece them together. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't think cosplayers really, we just figure things out. We're MacGyvers. So I was like, no one's ever made this before, so I'm gonna figure it out. So I had this guy that I was a fan of. His name is Goldie. He's my favorite cosplayer, like a mecha cosplayer. And he had a guide on how to make mecha cosplay. And I printed every page that he ever written. And obviously he never made a Unicorn Gundam yet, because it came out that year. So I used his guide and figured out how to MacGyver my own. I had a model kit I built of Unicorn, and I had the MS Girl, the Unicorn MS Girl. I bought the toy, and I was like, I'll just look at it and make it. So that's what I did, and it took me a very long time, but I'm like close to 1,000 hours, and I'm very proud of that one because it was my first mecha cosplay, and I'm only 5'2", and I stood about 6'2" in that. And then I walked around at San Diego Comic-Con in that costume, 2012.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, so being a cosplayer can make you a jack of all trades when it comes to crafting. What are some of the skills you've picked up in your cosplay career?
You have to, the funny thing is, when people say cosplay, and I think people make videos about this now, you have to know how to do everything. It's not like you just know one thing. You had to learn wig styling. You had to document your stuff. You had to learn how to use programs. You shoot your own photos sometimes. Lighting, right? And then I learned how to use fiberglass, resin, making molds. It's just a lot of stuff, And when I think about it, when I use cosplay, it doesn't even encapsulate how I feel, because it's costume play, yes, but at the same time you're like a crazy magician. You know what I mean? Like you're a jester, magician, MacGyver. Like you do everything, and the skills that you learn vary from each costume. So for me, when I'm picking a costume, I try to pick a costume that I don't know how to do something on to learn new skills. So yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you look for in a character that you want to cosplay?
Oh, powerful. I like powerful people or individuals that don't talk too much, because I talk a lot. So it's always opposite of what I want. I kind of want, in my mind, I'm taller. I'm more less smiley, and I like people that are very serious, because I'm not. I'm a troll, so I cosplay things that I want to be like less. Yeah, I guess powerful. I like powerful, stern, and stoic characters. Stoic, don't talk much. Opposite of me. Everything opposite of me. Yeah, because I talk a lot and I smile a lot, which I don't like. I want to have RBF, but I don't have it. I know it sounds weird, but I like that. I actually like RBF. I think it's kind of cool, but I'm not cool. So, I try.
So I guess kind of piggybacking off of that, what is your cosplay that you have the most fun in?
The most fun? Ranma. Oh, I love Ranma. Ranma 1/2 is my favorite anime manga. So when I get to dress up as Ranma, I can act really silly. Just like when Ranma's transformed into the girl form, then that's my favorite one, because I get to have fun and do silly faces and stuff. So that one, yes.
All right, so for anybody that's watching that may be trying to get into the hobby or into the world of cosplay, what advice do you have for them?
Oh God, that's a loaded question. Because I could give you the easy answer and say, just do what you like and do what you love. But it really depends on what you're trying to do. Mm-hmm. A lot of people get into the hobby now because obviously it's lucrative. So, choosing popular characters to cosplay. It depends, do you want to make this a business or do you want to have fun? It could be both too. But I think that really figure out what you want to do with cosplay nowadays. Because if you asked me in 2010, I would give you a different answer. But now it's a whole different field, because you don't really have to make costumes now. You can just buy them.
Sure.
Because a lot of costumes, and sometimes, why not buy them? Because it's cheaper, and I'm very logical when it comes to costumes. Yes, let's make them, but at the same time, do you have time? Do you have the motivation to learn how to sew and do all these things? But if you don't, cosplay is for everyone, and the way you should view cosplay is how you want to portray it in real life. So ask yourself, my biggest thing is ask yourself what you want first. What do you want out of it? For me, it was expression, because I loved a lot of characters and I wanted to become them. But, depends on the person, who's asking. But if you want to make it a business, look into maybe doing popular characters, collabing, things like that.
So earlier you spoke about the characters that you like to cosplay. Are there any ones that you characters that you like that you wouldn't want to ever try cosplaying, and if so, why?
Yeah, I like Shin-chan a lot, but I would never cosplay Shin-chan because Shin-chan, you know Shin-chan, right? No. No. I would look so stupid. I mean, I don't mind looking stupid, but like, I'm not that small. Shin-chan's how small is Shin-chan? Just see how small is Shin-chan. Like 1 foot?
The movie size.
Yeah, Labubu size. Yeah.
Plus, he shows his butt.
There's a lot of characters. There's a lot of characters I like and that I would never cosplay. Like Shin-chan. Maybe a monster from Monster Hunter. That would look really dumb on me because I'm too small. I could make myself bigger, but that will also be silly because me bigger is not that big. You know, so I'm very logical when it comes to that. I'm like, no.
Gotcha.
I'll let someone else do it because they'll look cooler, you know. But Shin-chan, yeah, that would be kind of cool. I thought about it one time, but I also knew that it would look really bad. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
So I know we already talked a little bit about some advice and tips, but I have a specific question.
Okay.
So if you have an emergency come up, what do you have as like your emergency toolkit, like your go-to that
That's a
you
good one.
recommend everyone have?
Oh, that's a good question because I bring it everywhere. So I always have obviously glue, but it's a specific glue. I forgot what it's called. It's fabric tack. You can buy it anywhere. Fabric tack is like you can glue fabric together, obviously, and metal and plastics and things like that. And I have it in the hotel room right now. I always have a sewing kit, needles, thread. What else? Did you want a list?
Go for it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some good ones.
I'm thinking about what I brought. Snaps, fabric. Clothing snaps. I always bring those. And what else do I have in my luggage? A fray check. So if you have fraying on the costume, you can just put on there and it'll stop it from fraying, obviously. And scissors. Always bring serrated scissors with the teeth because it cuts through everything, like Sintra, like plastics, fabric, wig hair. So serrated scissors.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you talked a little bit about doing the competition tomorrow, and then
Mhm.
obviously you're hanging out on the show floor. What else are kind of your plans for the weekend as far as content?
Oh man. So content-wise?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about what I'm looking forward to seeing here?
Sure, both.
So I've never been to Chicago, and I was just crazy. And I did see, this is my first time at the show. Really excited about it. Anime Magic, everyone's been saying such good things about the show. But I did see that there are adoptable cats.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to visit them and see how they're doing. And I wish I could buy them food. But I don't know where things are here. I would buy them snacks like churu. Because I love cats. We feed like 9 cats in my house. Like I don't own 9 cats, but they come to me and they get fed quite often. And I love animals. So that's also a part of the show that I thought was very special. Yeah. But me, I'll be cosplaying and judging and stuff. But the attraction is definitely the animals. Right when I saw that, I was like, oh, I want to go. So on my free time, I'm going to try to head over there and say hi to them.
Did they bring one home?
No, I can't. I want to, but my cats will be pissed. But, I want to. They're all very cute. I saw their pictures. They're adorable.
So with a lot of the things that you do, what other hobbies do you have that are in conjunction with cosplay itself?
I'm like the hobby crazy person, right? You're literally talking to a person that never gets bored. So what that means? I love gaming. We all love gaming. I build Gunpla. I'm getting into miniatures. Trench Crusade is what I want to get into because my friends paint miniatures. And Trench Crusade's lore is very much like 40K lore, but more taking place in like a religious kind of, very religious, like Catholicism feeling. And my family's Catholic. So I was like, oh, I'm kind of into that. So I'm probably gonna start painting miniatures when I get back. And what other hobbies? I'm like a grandmother too. So I like knitting. I like crocheting. I like, oh man, I just don't get bored. Dude, I if there's something that I think is cool, I'm gonna learn it. That's just how I work. My brain works. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna learn it. I also do perler beads, like the Sprite stuff. I love doing that. I brought some actually in my hotel room to give to somebody here. And then I love cooking. I love food. I'm really into cooking Vietnamese food right now because I'm Vietnamese and I never learned how my mom cooked food, and she always says, you can't cook like me. I'm like, oh yeah? I think I beat her though with my pho, because my pho I think tastes better than hers right now. So I'm really proud. And she's not excited to try it. I had to let her try it next month when I see her. But yeah. I could name more hobbies, but I'm not gonna do it. I have a lot of hobbies.
Well, I have my like rapid fire questions, so I'll let everyone else continue with theirs first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Okay.
I have like 7 of them. It's a cosplay this or that.
Okay.
So feel free to expand on it if you want to, or just one or the other.
Okay.
Cool. So if you could pick, so wig styling or sewing?
Sewing.
Sewing or pot making?
Sewing.
Foam, 3D prints, or Worbla, or any other kind of
Foam.
material? Okay. Planning or procrastinating?
What did you say?
Planning or procrastinating?
Can we say both?
Yeah,
Because I do both. Yeah.
I think that holds true for a lot of cosplay.
Yeah, because you keep on wanting to make more, and you shouldn't.
It's so hard not to procrastinate.
Yeah, exactly. You understand. Yeah.
Convention or location shoots?
Location.
And both of these are kind of bad, but would you prefer a wig ache or achy feet? What would you sacrifice?
What?
Like a wig ache from your wig
Oh.
being too tight, or your feet aching from
I'd rather have feet because this, I would.
killing you right now?
I'm okay right now, but when you have the head, like a headache, a throbbing, no. I can't even. When people talk to me, I'm just like, huh?
It
I just
does,
think
it
about.
puts you in a daze.
Yes, it kind of
Yeah.
just makes you kind of like want to quit everything, and when you're done, you just throw it.
Eat the wig.
All the time you took on the costume, on the wig, you just throw it afterwards. It's just on the bed, and you're like, bye, never seeing you again, and put it back. So that's how I feel about wigs.
And last question I have, it's the one that always causes debates. For your anime, do you prefer sub or dub?
Both, because I had to sew and work, and I have to understand it, and I'm not fluent in Japanese, so it has to be both.
Good answer.
Yes.
That's all I had. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.